Hey guys, and welcome back! Today, we're going to be talking about Abzu, and what makes it a game. Minor spoilers ahead. Games are a complex and growing medium, and building a better understanding of them will allow us to understand this amazing art form better. Abzu is an interesting game, as it lacks many of the elements that would be considered part of a modern game. One of the main things standard to almost every other game it lacks is a combat system. Abzu is very stripped down compared to other games, but there is no arguing that it is a game. But what makes it a game? I propose that we look at games in another light. Rather than seeing them simply as games, I prefer to see them as interactive entertainment. Let's compare games to other media. The core difference between a game and a book or a movie is the element of interaction. The game changes every time it is played, compared to a book or movie being the same as it was the first time. This difference is what makes games such an interesting art form, because they change every time. But what makes a game? It has to be more than just simply interactive entertainment, or we could say that a toy car is a game, where it certainly is not. Ernest Adams, in his book Fundamentals of Game Design, states that a game is made from rules and goals. Think of games like mazes. Rules are the rigid barriers that form the game world, while goals are the exits. In most board games, the game comes with an instruction manual that tells us these rules and goals, but in games we have the unique opportunity to hide both our rules and our goals. Abzu is an example of this. Currently, I'm only about halfway through my own playthrough, but I still don't know all of the rules, and I only have a vague sense of the goals. Part of the game is to discover these rules and goals, and how the developers relate this is a big part of the charm to the game. Abzu is a game about exploration. The only instructions given are controls, and nothing is told to the player. The player is simply dropped into the world and expected to figure it out with only the barest idea of what is going on. When I first picked up the game, I spent a bit of time just simply getting used to navigating the world. At first, the controls seemed unintuitive, but very quickly I got the hang of them and was off exploring the world. In the first area, the game introduced me to the core mechanics through the choice of object placement. For example, one of the little drones you've seen following me around is placed right in front of the wall that they are used to get past. I discovered most of the mechanics in a similar way, simply by observing and testing. I discovered that if I used my sonar blasting on a school of fish, they would follow me. I thought that this was really cool, and so I spent some time gathering as many fish as I could. Nothing in the game told me I had to do it, and no achievement rewarded the action. However, I thoroughly enjoyed the experience, and it made the game so much more than it would have been otherwise. Because I discovered and played with the mechanic, it gave me an experience that was amazing. Another thing I discovered was through an achievement. Several times when I first started the game, I tried to break the surface of the water and fly out because I totally thought you could. However, each time I tried it, it didn't work. Later on, after I discovered how to swim quickly, I tried again, and to my surprise was rewarded with an achievement. This reward for my behavior made me feel happy for figuring it out, and added to the experience of the game. These are just a few of the ways that Abzu uses to tell its story, and overall it's an amazing game. If you get the chance, I would recommend you get it on Steam. It's made by the same people as Journey, and I can't wait to see how it ends. If you have any thoughts about what makes a game, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, and be sure to subscribe for more content like this. Have fun!